Hey, good morning, y'all. I know I'm not the only one that just sit and think sometimes, what the heck is going on? Can't be. I'm trying to figure it out. My mom is okay. Um, she had two large mucus plugs. Like, the fact that these mucus plugs are a thing is just, it's just so unimaginable. You know, the last week or so, I've just been, off trying to be on. But this is just unimaginable. It's the unthinkable. Like you can't even think of these situations like mucus plug, and it's so bad as to where she comes this close to death each time. That's just crazy. I just I don't know. I don't know what to make over it. I'm praying on it and asking God for strength and understanding. I just don't know. My sister was out and my nephew was there visiting his mom. Just so happened he was there. And my mom went to him in distress saying she couldn't breathe. And he called 911. The paramedics came. They couldn't, again, get the tube in. They removed one mucus plug in the ambulance, and then they got her another one that they removed once she got there. She's been having her oxygen on. I just don't know. It's such scary. And he said she was just so scared. So it's just scary. It's scary. It's scary, and it's just, I don't know. I'm just feeling it's lost with it. Just feeling lost with it. I went to the hospital yesterday morning and got the forms filled out for fresh. I'm going to take one of them sent to Casa Colina, and the doctor is sending the other one to Bioness so we can try to get him some more therapy. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it again. I don't expect for everyone to understand. And when I make a post and you guys come to the post and you may not intend for it to be negative, I understand some of that, sis. But the way that I feel, I'm still trying to, every day is different. Yes, it's been 3 years, but it's only been 3 years. So someone says that I'm focusing too much on Fresh's therapy. And you probably would have made me really consider your statement. because you made this long statement about I need to focus more on his life outside of therapy. I'm so focused on therapy that he losing himself and I'm losing him or something like that. So I read it and I thought, we have to focus on his therapy. That's what's going to make him better. If I don't focus on his therapy, if he don't focus on his therapy, we're accepting the closed arm and the leg not moving. So do you guys feel like I focus too much on his therapy? Should I not focus that much on his therapy? Tell me what you think, but I'm going to tell you what I think. I think I focus on his life. He and I have conversations on relationships and other things that you and I may not discuss. So if you hear me talk about his therapy an hour of the day, don't think you know everything that goes on in our lives, people. Yes, he has life outside of therapy. But we need consistent therapy. You guys are not, you're not considering that he's 24. He's young. We need to focus on constant and continuous therapy to get him to a happy medium for all of us. So I hear you telling me, and then you're going to always have a couple of cheerleaders that say, yeah, I've been thinking the same thing. All she talk about is getting him therapy and arguing with them people about therapy. What about? So if your child couldn't see, your goal would not be for your child to see every day? Are you going to say, well, I just better teach you how to walk blind? No. If there's something we can do to get your vision back, we're going to put everything into it as quick as possible. He needs the therapy for the mental. See, I don't expect for you to understand a traumatic brain injury. Just like I don't expect for people who haven't had a sick parent to understand. Before my mom was sick and people would go through this with their parents and they would, say, pray for my mom and, all of that. It never hit the same. Now I just have myself looking back on my friends and family members that's lost their parent and was like, that was tough. Like, wow. And yesterday, when I went into the office and I asked immediately, I want to speak to the supervisor. I want to speak to who's head of this whole department. Oh, it's Johan. I've already spoken with him. He walked out and says, Miss Colston, I haven't spoken to you in a couple of months. Do you mean to tell me that? I said, we're still in the same position. And you promised me 2 months ago that he was going to have surgery, therapy. Well, I do apologize. So his old physical therapist, speech therapist, who we met us when he was in a coma, Cynthia, you guys have heard me speak about Cynthia. The last thing she said to me yesterday was, thank you for always advocating for him. The post that you wrote meant nothing to me after hearing those words. A therapist thanks a parent for being an advocate because the therapist definitely sees people often that could do better. They just don't have anyone advocating for them and putting in the time. If I listened to y'all with that ignorant shit, my son would still be sitting in that wheelchair. And y'all would be saying, thank God that his eyes are open and he can eat. Thank God for the basics. Girl, sit down and don't be that distraction that stops somebody else from growth. Don't do that. Think about what you type and what you say. Does it look like Fresh don't have a life outside of therapy? What are you saying? Do you not see what we do together? What are you saying? Do you not hear what I'm preaching and teaching and saying and about my goal and about this health and wellness gym? And where have you been? You don't know enough to comment on some people's posts. You know half of the story. Like, I don't get it. I'm saying every day, don't give up, keep pushing, and you come right here and say, well, just basically give up on the therapy. Fudge, no. I went to LA Fitness yesterday after I left the hospital to go ahead and check in and see what can he do there when there's no therapy. Don't think we ain't doing nothing. First of all, it takes him wanting to be around somebody. It's the TBI. It's who he is outside of the TBI. It takes someone driving him to these places. You can't just say you're going to do something. This stuff has to be planned out. You have to have it notated. You have to have a schedule. You can't just throw something in. Well, I'm gonna go. No, I can go to Fresh right now and be like, let's go. That ain't what I want to do. I'm a grown man. Let me have some options. Let me, give me the same respect that you would want somebody else to give you. So, yeah, if you want somebody to give up on you, then give up on your people. But I'm treating him the way that I want to be treated. Don't give up on me. Keep on getting therapy. You mean to tell me you want to say stop therapy? If I don't go and push for it, he ain't going to get it. Every time he get dressed and walk outside and go to the mailbox and get in the car, everything we do is therapy. I want therapy to better what he's doing. I don't know how y'all don't want it for y'all folks. I don't know. But don't think you gonna come to me and convince me to give up on my child. It ain't gonna happen. I'm going to the end. And I'm still trying to figure out a way. And I'm trying to manifest and see, visualize and prepare to try to figure out how to open up this gym so other parents and loved ones won't be in this situation. And and God keeps saying, I don't know if it's gonna happen in California right now. And I'm just like, why not? Like, what do I do? Oh, well, someone sent me something. Hey, you still considering doing something in Atlanta? And I'm like, well, maybe that's what I need to do. Do I need to do that? How we gonna get there? Is it just gonna be for everybody else? Whatever it's gonna be for, I'm just going with the motion. So, just don't let nobody convince you to give up on your people. Well, I ain't saying give up. I'm just saying don't put too much energy. Well, that's giving up. I really wish you were here so I can have you join in for you to say it and listen to some reason behind what you're saying. When you tell somebody something, think about what you're saying. Think about how they can accept it. And think about how two-sided it could be. Because that's so two-sided. Don't put too much energy. You put too much energy into talking about therapy. That's all you talk about is just his therapy. What about his life? He needs to have a regular life outside of therapy. Bitch, how? Oh, sorry. But how? How could you have a normal life and you're not in a normal condition? How? I love you too, Nail Lady Lex. How? When I went to the gym yesterday and I met the two guys, And they said, are you coming in for membership for yourself? I said, no, it's for my son. He was like, oh, how old is your son? I said, he's 24. He said, oh, okay. And he just proceeded. I said, well, let me give you a little background. He's 24. He's been in the music industry since he was about 10 years old. He moved out here and he was in a horrible accident. And then he's like, oh my God, that's awful. That's my age. I said, well, yeah, he was given an 8% chance of survival with a traumatic brain injury. I said, so I'm just doing everything in my power. He's defied the odds. He's coming back. And at this point in his life, and the guy said, you are an amazing mother. I said, thank you. He's like, I would want my mom to do that for me. I said, I appreciate it. I thank you. And that's why I'm here. He was like, wow. And then I showed him, I have a little video on my phone that kind of like 30 seconds of showing him before and then the accident and then him in the hospital and then him now. And he was like, wow, I would love to meet him. I would love to work with him. See, everybody can't just put themselves in your situation. Everybody can't really just imagine it. And then some people can imagine themselves in that situation off the rip. And they're just like, wow. So if I don't advocate and push for him, and he's advocating and pushing for himself, what type of mother, what type of parent, what type of support am I? If I don't go 100% for him, who will? How is he going to know to go 100% for himself? So, listen, I'm going to say it again. Don't let nobody convince you not to do what you think is right for your people. Is he going to get in there? Yes. Will I get the facility? Yes. Are we going to have a PTA working with him? Yes. Do I know how I'm going to do it? Not right now, but am I going to do it? Yes. Again, it's about to be tax season. I have a better income flowing in. I really want to invest every penny that I make into a facility because I need some residual income. But I also know that I'll have to go into it the first 12 months with almost nothing. Literally. Trying to build it up, trying to learn how to get marketing, how to get people in, how to get strong employees. I got to figure all of this out. And I got to figure out how to do it the first 12 months without having nothing. But is that going to deter me? No, it can't. Because failure is not an option. You hear me say it every day, and my son knows it. So he know I'm not giving up on him. I know he not giving up on himself. And don't you give up on yourself, regardless of whatever your goal is. Delayed does not mean denied. So however long, if you need to put it on the back burner, just put it on the back burner. But don't sweep it up under the carpet. Don't do away with what your goal is and your mission. Don't do away with it, and don't let nobody deter you. See, because that's what losers do. They try to find an alternate source to go around. And no, just don't do that. No. I'm confronting this shit head on. I don't have any other option. I'm out of options. Ain't no more. So I just got to keep on doing if I make $10,000. I've been sitting trying to figure it out. Okay, if I make 10,000 tax season, if I make 20,000 tax season, how much am I gonna have to put down on the building? Where am I gonna put it at? How am I gonna fix it up? And then the next 6 months, I just need to be in there marketing and promoting. I need to pay at least 6 months to 12 months of the rent. Like, how am I gonna do all this? I don't know. I don't know. But I know I have to. You know, I have to go in at it. And if I fall, I won't fail. I just have to get up and keep on figuring it out. Yeah. So I know I need to find a space that I can do either a 3 or 5 year lease, you know, so the rent don't go up and give me time to build it up. And I really feel like I'll have to go back to the South for that, because buildings here, you know, $5,000 a month. You can't even find nothing for $2,500 a month. $5,000 a month, and then you gotta get the license, and then, like, you know, I'm just trying to figure it out. And believe me, having this business wouldn't just help me, it would help my son. It's something that he and I would do together. I would want him to be a part of every part of the painting, of being there to show what, you know, what someone in his position needs, how to enter, you know, in the wheelchair, like all of that. I can't get it off my mind. And God is telling me this is how I was even looking at, oh, how about investing in being an Amazon delivery person? Like, God, and like, I don't want you delivering that ain't what I want you to do. That ain't what I want your focus on. I want your focus on helping your son and helping others. And that's all he keep telling me. That's all he keep telling me. And I'm even with my mama, I'm trying so hard. And I know it don't go unnoticed. I know it don't. And I know it ain't supposed to be easy. I know it's not. And I know it's not going to be easy. But I didn't think it was going to be this hard. But, you know, I just keep on. And then wherever the facility at, listen, I even wrote down this graph of pros and cons of, you know, having it here. It's be expensive to go back and forth, but it's even more expensive to have a place here. Like, it's cheaper for people to fly into Atlanta. You know, if I found something close to the airport in Atlanta, you know, wherever state you flying from, it's cheap to fly in Atlanta. I've just been trying to think of everything. Where would I be able to market better? Where would I have more support? Where would celebrities be able to come and visit and support me? They always in Atlanta. You know, I've just been thinking about everything. I got a whole worksheet that I've just been writing down. I'm just like, God, just guide me. What I need to do? Who I need to help me? And I'm like, I can't wait for nobody to help me, because anybody that does something want to be paid. I know that. I can't really afford it right now. I don't even see it financially, but I have the vision. So again, I was even thinking, like, what if I find something before money starts dropping on tax season? Am I just gonna max out my last little card that I got for hard times? I only have one more now because I need to pay my, like, all this going through my mind. And it's okay for everything to go through your mind. Think it out. Think it out. Work it out. Pray it out. Manifest it. Visualize it. You don't know when it's going to come, who going to come, help you, how they going to come. I see Tabitha. I really don't know a lot about her. I know she's a beautiful spirit. She's a beautiful soul. And she posted, y'all tag content creators in Birmingham. I got something amazing I want to wear. And then once I saw it, people started tagging me and I replied. But it had already been up for an hour at that point. And shortly after, she had already chosen somebody. And at first I was like, oh, this may be a great opportunity. Is this what I need? Is this, gosh? And then just like it came up, it went away because she chose somebody. And I was like, okay, what's for me is for me. That wasn't for me. But you never know. Just like that came and she chose somebody, you know, it could come. I want to be the one that say, hey, tag somebody so and so, so and so. So, you know, and maybe when I get to Atlanta, I can say, hey, tag a content creator that can come and help me showcase my facility and, you know, get some sponsors. I don't know how none of that work, but I'm just gonna step out on faith like I always do, and I'm looking for a spot in Atlanta. I'm telling y'all that right now. It's what it is. I'm showing y'all that this is, what's the day? January 18th, 2024, that I'm saying I move fast. I want y'all to know that. I haven't talked to nobody about a building. I just see it and I want it. And anything that I want, I'm going to make it happen. Anything that I want, you know, so I don't know if I need to just do a pot. I don't know if I want to maybe draw something out and post it, and again make my own pot, and you'll see me put my own money in there and bring it to myself, because I ain't never waited on nobody. If somebody can help me, you know, I welcome them with open arms. I've tried to work on grants, and you know, all that don't work for me. It just ain't happened. I don't know why. So I'm gonna do what I know how to do, and let's keep on putting everything that I got into everything that I want. So yeah, I'm gonna find some nice athletic people to. I'll be already talking to them about, you know, staffing. I don't know. I just know everything gonna come to me at some point. When, I don't know, but I know it's coming. I know it's coming, and I'm gonna keep doing everything in my power. Y'all remember I said this. Y'all mark this date. Yeah, yeah. And I don't have nothing to put toward it right now, but I really just I keep seeing it just so plain, and I see the Operation Refresh. I see the refresh sign on the over the building. I see it. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. So I can't unsee it. I can't not think about it, because I desperately need it. My family desperately need it. My son desperately needs it. My community desperately needs it. And I don't know how to operate it on a nonprofit. It's to where people come in for free. If maybe I can do that for the first 30 days. Let everybody visit the facility at no charge. Everybody. And then come in at no charge, or 30 days donations only. Just make a donation. When you walk in the door, I don't care if you drop a quarter in the bucket. If that's what you got, donation only, and still come in and receive full service and training, and just see how we can help others, and God gonna help us. Let the community talk about, you know, this, our story, and what happened, and how Fresh came back, and how we want anybody to come back, because Atlanta is a big city, and accidents happen every day. I know there's probably a lot of physical therapy centers there, but I want this one to be different. I want it to be like no other. I want the whole vibe to be like, yes, this is why I want to, you know, I want to bring my loved one, like, seriously. Deborah Gregory said, believe it or not, Lisa, I had a dream a while ago that you were having an open house. Let me tell you something, Deborah. You have no idea what that post means to me, because I've envisioned the same thing. I ain't never even said nothing to y'all about a nutritionist. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I received that. I received that. It is claimed. Y'all have, listen, y'all have no idea on how hard I'm about to go over these next 90 days. Y'all have no idea. This is why I've been asking these agencies to get me to help someone with Fresh for therapy. Because he don't need no babysitter or nothing. But if I'm about to be gone a lot, if I'm about to be traveling a lot trying to get this set up, I need for him to make sure he's having intense therapy. So when he comes out, he can put in and say, this is what I've been doing and this is what I need to keep doing. I'm on it. Listen. Yeah. I'm going to launch my startup campaign. I'm within the next, before my birthday. That's what I want to do for my birthday. I want all birthday gifts, everything for me for my birthday to go toward my startup campaign. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna give myself 6 months. Y'all heard it? 6 months. Before 4th of July. I'm open. 6 months. 6 months. Y'all tell me, come on. Can y'all relate? Do y'all agree? Can y'all touch and agree? Can somebody say 6 months? Let me put this. Let me go on and claim this right now. Wrong button. I meant to type. Oh, why won't it let me say nothing? 6 months. 6 months. Yep. 6 months. Thank you. 6 months. It's about to be hard, but it's about to be so worth it. I ain't sitting around waiting on nobody to come save me. Nobody's going to save me. Nobody's going to save you. You don't sit and wait for somebody to save you, because it won't happen. We gotta go. We gotta go for ourselves. 6 months. My heart beating, but I just gotta step out on faith. I can't wait no longer. When I had the finances, I really wish I would have had this thought process last year this time. You know, when I was spending a lot on therapy, I wish I could have done both of them. But, you know, this is the road that God wanted me to take. This is the route He needed for me to go through it like this first, for me to realize how much I can help. I would love for Tyrone to hop on a fly to Atlanta, Chrissy to bring him in to see the facility, and, you know, to come and, you know, get the therapy that he deserves and come often. Flights from LA, from Vegas to Atlanta are not expensive. When I say not expensive, y'all, I mean $200-300. That may be expensive to some people, depending, but think about your therapy. Let somebody tell me I can pay that right now to get my son some therapy. Ironically, Christy texting me right now about something totally different. Oh, thanks for the stars. Oh, I appreciate that, Deborah. Thank you so much. 1,000 stars. I don't even think I ever got 1,000 stars before. I don't think I ever got 1,000 stars. Thank you. Touch and agree. Listen. I can't wait. I can't wait for all of y'all to be like, I'm coming to Atlanta. And when I come to Atlanta, I'm coming to visit your place because I need to have a wall. Y'all know I've been talking about the wall that everybody comes in and signs on. I've been following y'all story, y'all journey. I'm a part of this.